Hi, welcome to Nerd's Garage. Podcast number 50.
50, woo!
I'm Suzanne.
I'm Jimmy.
And we are talking about mysteries. There's nothing I like more than a mystery.
Well, I thought you... More than me?
No, you. Okay, you first, then mysteries.
Cool. All right. And today we're here to talk about Crimes in History, H.H. Holmes Murder Castle.
And it came across our interwebs, and I saw the artwork that looked very like a comic book.
Animated.
And animated. And the theme was very intriguing, so I'm like, yeah, I want to play this. And it took a while, but it was here.
Yeah.
And then when we opened the box, we were not disappointed.
Amazing.
The pieces are very well done.
Cool.
All right, so you have the minis, but if you didn't want to paint the minis, there's always the standees.
The standees are awesome.
Everything, it's got the notches in the player boards and very well done. The artwork, I really love it.
Yes. Yeah, the artwork throughout, on the cards, the boards, everything is outstanding.
So it's a game about exploration, mysteries, and sabotage.
Yes, sabotage. Stabbing your fellow players in the back, in the front,
to get
and
out.
sideways.
To get out and win.
Because the goal is to get out of this crazy hotel alive first with all the evidence you need against the bad guy.
All right, so tell us about that.
Okay, the house, this is based on a true story, on a real person from history, a real place from the 1893 World's Fair Hotel. This gentleman named H.H. Holmes had designed and built this hotel with secret passages, secret doors, traps, crazy stuff to basically entrap his guests so not everyone would get out alive. Crimes in History, H.H. Holmes Murder Castle.
And this is a first game out of the gate for Blueprint Gaming Concepts. And the designers are Brandt, Hoffman, and Seth Cooper, and the artist, Holly Carden, really did a great job.
This is a home run. When she told me that this was their first... this is amazing. This is
very impressive.
I think what people dream of when they're like, I want to do a board game, and you come out with this as your first effort. This is amazing.
All right, so the whole, the premise is you're investigators in this castle, you're collecting evidence, and the first one out wins. Yeah. And it's for 2 to 6 players. They say 30 to 90 minutes. I don't know. I could have played it for 2-3 hours.
Yeah, I think when we had more, we did have a game where we had 5 players.
Yeah.
It lasted a long time, and it was awesome. It didn't feel like as long as the time was that went by.
All right, so we did make a house rule that once the person won, we continued to play until everybody made it back to the pharmacy.
We wanted to see how it played out, people trying to get out of the castle. And with 5 players or more, that seemed really fun. So it played out neat. It was interesting. It was a lot of fun. It's not a, as she says, house rule, but we really enjoyed kind of seeing what happened next instead of just ending it. Because we didn't want it to end. Really.
All right, so the setup is fairly easy. Each player picks a character.
Yeah. And each character has some special abilities or something over the other players to give them an advantage, a particular advantage in certain areas of the game.
That you can use once.
Yep.
And then everybody gets their evidence cards, and they're all different. We all start with a certain amount of evidence. Evidence is in different colors.
Yeah.
And you have to collect evidence on your player board. And once it's full, you go back to the pharmacy to win.
Yeah, the first person to have enough evidence of each type and get back to the pharmacy, which is the base room of the game, the starting room, is the winner. And everyone's starting with different types of evidence in their pockets already. Did make it very interesting, I thought, because it really started everyone off on a different foot. So we weren't all going for the same thing right off the gate.
I like that.
Cool.
And when you are putting new evidence in a room,
right,
every new tile has a safe in it, and when you're pulling it out of randomly
the mystery bag, and you put the evidence in the safe. So yeah, like I said, everyone's starting with a different kind of different amounts of evidence of different kinds. Makes the beginning of the game really interesting because everyone's off on a different foot. You're searching out different things at the beginning because you want to get your advantages over the other players. So it's
how we can sabotage too.
Right.
And we can look ahead because the Ferris wheel, which is what was at the World's Fair.
It was the world's first Ferris wheel.
You load each gondola with randomly the 5 cubes of evidence. So every time you go to a new room, you pull from the gondola to put evidence in the safe.
Right. And so whoever's building a new room, say the bathroom, needs 3 pieces of evidence. And if my character is the one who put that room down, then I can pick which 3 cubes from the available cubes I'm going to pick. I could pick cubes that I need, or I could make sure that the cubes that someone else needs don't get put out. So there's strategy involved there, which makes it kind of fun.
So that's the setup of the game, and then they have a skeleton key, and the person who is last had ridden a Ferris wheel gets to go first.
Yes.
But
so that'd be me.
That's true.
True story. So you have your 6 choices of things to do for your turn, and in a round. So I've got the key, and I'm gonna pick first. Explore the castle. Explore the castle means you get to build new rooms to the castle. You get to add out of the stack. You get to add new rooms, and so you pick the reception room. Has got 3 doors in it, so it would go next to another room that has a door that makes it accessible, and I would lay that down, and it needs 2 cubes of evidence, which I would pick out of the Ferris wheel gondola and put those in there, and then the bonus, which only the person who selected the tile gets to do the bonus. So as the key player, I would select the bonus, which is add an additional room, which is this one's the 5-door room from the 2nd story expansion. So I'd make the stairs connect to my reception room and go upstairs. And I would add 2 cubes of evidence to that room. So I would do that, and that's the end of my turn. And the next player would go. They can choose to explore the castle as well, wherever their player token is, their standee or their token.
But they don't have to.
They can, if they would like to, add a room if there's a space available from the room that their player piece is in, or they can just pass to the next player, and so forth until that round is done. So also another choice of your turn is you could choose to move into one room, with the bonus being advance the Ferris wheel by 1 position clockwise, which is a very strategic item, because you might want those blues to come up, or you might want the oranges to go away because your other players all need oranges.
Yeah.
You might want to make those go away. So then that's the bonus that only the player of that card can use. Your other choice would be collect evidence. So if your token is in a room with evidence that you need, you could play the collect evidence, and the bonus is collect an additional piece. So you get 2 pieces of evidence in one turn if you play your cards right. Another choice is draw event cards.
Oh my goodness, I love those.
We love the event cards in this game.
They're fun and frustrating.
They're fun and frustrating. Some of them you have to play immediately. Some of them you can keep to use later. Some of them you can keep to use later. Even if it's not your turn, you can play it. They really jazz up the game.
Add trapdoor.
You can add trapdoors.
My favorite. Bookcase,
secret doors from one room to another where there is no previous existing door.
Play hunch with the Ferris wheel.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, there's so many good ones. It really adds another layer of strategy and, of course, a gotcha to the players.
Yes, and you can hold up to 3 of those in your hand, I think, at a time.
Yeah.
And again, some of them you have to play right away. Some of them you can hang on to, which makes the game very interesting. There's another choice is to move 2 rooms instead of just the 1 room card. And the bonus to the 2 room is to move an additional room. So you can move up to 3 spaces in one turn if you play this card.
Which is good if Holmes is right around the corner.
If he's right around the corner, you might want to get away from him or from other players. And the final card, which is very interesting, is the Move Holmes card, which only the selecting player gets to use in that round. Not everyone gets then, as the other cards, you get to use that card as the next player. This one, only the selecting player moves Holmes. And so to move Holmes, you draw a Move Holmes card, and it gives you choices of where to move him. In this case, number 4, the back room, or number 17, the hanging secret chamber. And if those rooms are on the table, you'd get to choose where Holmes moves to one of those 2 rooms. If neither room is there, he does not move. If only one is there, that's where he moves. Some of these cards have 4 choices.
Yes.
Some of them have 1 choice.
And, that's where it could be a little co-op, because you can move Holmes away, or it could be full-on sabotage, and you move Holmes to where an opponent is. And bad things happen when you cross H.H. Holmes.
If you cross H.H. Holmes, if he ends up in your room, you lose evidence. You get stuck. You can't collect evidence if he's in your room. There's lots of bad stuff happens when he's around. And also, Holmes moves at the end of a round.
Yeah, so we've all taken our turn.
Yep.
The key has gone all the way around, and then it is Holmes' turn.
Yep.
And the person who had the key decides where he goes.
He moves. So there's several opportunities for him to move throughout the building. The building grows in strange and mysterious ways every game.
There's a lot of variables, because you start with random evidence. The evidence that are going into the rooms is random.
The room draw is random, so you don't know what's coming. Every game is completely different and tons of fun. It gets quite hilarious at some points because of the selections that get made.
You find out that you're almost filled your player evidence card, and then somebody makes sure Holmes visits you.
Somebody picks your pocket.
Or you're stuck on the second floor and you can't get
downstairs because you're blocked. Somebody blocked you.
You put Holmes there and you can't go past. You can't go through a room that has Holmes.
Yeah, there's rooms that send you to other parts of the castle. There's cards that send you to other parts of the castle. It really is a lot of fun, and a 2-player game is exciting. A 5-player game is exciting. I did not play the Automa, but that's next on my list. Mm-hmm. That looks like fun. There's also an option in the expansion, in the second story expansion pack, that for someone to play as Holmes.
That would be fun.
Which seems like that may actually happen before I play the Automa. But the game is very dynamic, and as a first outing, this is a home run.
Yeah, it's very impressive, and it's very campy. Even though the theme might not be for everybody, if you think past that, like a Sherlock Holmes mystery, those are along the lines too.
It is a really good detective mystery, and yes, like you said, the base topic, the source material is kind of gruesome, and also might be interesting. To do further research into, to really get to know what's going on in the game based on the real life story of it. It's interesting and fun.
It is brimming with
it's clever
strategy and treachery and consequences, because Holmes could be around every corner.
Yep, you need to plan ahead, and even planning ahead, you can get outwitted and overturned. And
I loved the art.
Yeah, the art.
Very intriguing.
Again, a common theme at Nerd's Garage is the art of games, and this one is pretty high up there on the list of the art being out of this world, and also not overshadowing the actual game. The game on its own is really quite amazing.
Yeah,
combine it with the art being a home run. It's pretty wild. We really love it.
For the first game out, there is so much, because you get each character, like you said, has a different special ability, and the randomness of the evidence, the randomness of the room tiles,
and the difference in the rooms. There's so many cool rooms that you play again.
The one with the potions.
The room. It was at the laboratory. There's all kinds of. There's an elevator dumbwaiter. There's. You find yourself wanting rooms from the last game that don't show up in your new game.
Yeah.
So That's, I think, partly why we extended play after the first person finished at the pharmacy. We'd extend it so people would keep playing just because we wanted to see more.
So I feel like we almost get like 4 games in one with all the pieces and
the different options. Yes.
Yeah, and the different options.
Yeah.
The Blueprint gaming concepts.
They did it right.
Really did a good job with this, and we can't say enough how much Nerds Garage really enjoyed this game.
We enjoyed it.
Look at this artwork.
Yeah, super cool. I mean, the art of the rooms. I mean, the atrium. Oh wow, that's so cool. The secret room. Oh, there's a secret room in a hotel full of secret rooms. Awesome. There's a pub. There's a maze. There's a room of the 3 corpses. I'm not sure I want to know the real story about that.
And I read in the rule book that some of the rooms... because this was Kickstarted, that they put the Kickstarter backers in the rooms.
In the rooms. I think that was the pub.
That was the pub. That was
the pub. There's 2 backers who if you look at the rule book, you'll find out their names. There's one of the backers is here behind the bar, dead, and the other corpse is in the office and dead.
Most people on these are dead. Yeah. All right, so Crimes in History, H.H. Holmes Murder Castle is competitive. It's tile placement and card drafting. Very engaging with significant interaction.
Lots of interaction,
which was a lot of fun. And new mechanics.
Yeah.
And I can't say that enough.
Yeah.
They really, really made a unique game. We recommend it.
Yes, highly recommended. Can't say enough good things about it.
Well, thank you for watching Nerds Garage, podcast number 50.
Thanks for coming out and seeing us for number 50. We'll see you guys next time.